But life is painful, bro, right? It's tough. We all walk around all day full of anxiety, worrying about everything that we should be doing, that we're not doing, worrying that everything is gonna go wrong at any moment. Like, that's real. But here's what's also real. The more that I've simplified my life, the better that it's become. Because when we have a lot of different decisions we have to make, that fills us with anxiety. That slows us down. Decisions slow us down. Having a bunch of different options slows us down. Like, ready? For me, this is the equation. Minimal anxiety plus slow, consistent growth equals winning at life. And the crazy thing, there's actually a basic law of nature that backs this up. It's called the Pareto principle, and it states that roughly 20% of the causes are responsible for 80% of the results. So for example, the richest 20% of people in the world own about 80% of the world's assets. Or in software, Microsoft noted that 20% of the bugs lead to 80% of the crashes. Or like in healthcare, we know that about 20% of the hazards or diseases lead to 80% of the injuries or fatalities. And luckily, the same thing holds true in our own lives. 20% of the actions we take are gonna lead to 80% of the results. Now look, the way I see it, there's 4 main pillars to every man's life, 4 main areas that we should all try and conquer. You got money, our bodies, our relationships with women, and our mental health, our mindset. And in this video, what I want to do is break down the simple, basic actions for each of these categories that allowed me to completely change my life from an insecure, lost, broke dude to where I am now. No, not again, bro. I lost the drone somewhere over that bridge. It crashed. Wait, what the fuck? It didn't crash, it looks like it crashed, but... So, oh look, the camera's completely messed up. This makes no sense. It's not broken, but it must have hit a tree branch that like perfectly cracked the ND filter covering the camera lens. That is some weird shit, man. All right, so first up is money. And if you try to look up how to make more money online, you got people telling you about the newest crypto, the NFT project you got to look out for, maybe some Amazon FBA, some drop shipping, like blah, 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 blah. What's the fucking point here, man? The point's to make enough money so you don't have to be stressed about your bills and your rent, and then ideally to work towards making enough that you have actual financial freedom. And I think there's 2 basic areas to focus on here: short-term money, long-term money. So when it comes to short-term money, you have 2 basic options to immediately increase your cash flow. 1 is to get a promotion, 2 is to change jobs if in your case there's not really a possibility for a promotion. Now if you can get a promotion, it's actually a pretty simple 2-step process. The first step is just to show your boss that you're a hard worker. You know, finish your work up early, ask your boss, hey, I'm done for the day, what else can I do to help you out? And then once you've been doing that for a month, you ask them, hey, I want to be able to take on more responsibility to make your life easier, add more value to the business. What can I do? And then, you know, along with that, obviously I'd like a pay bump as well once I prove I can do that. Trust me, I'm a boss now, and if an employee comes to me and says that, I'm gonna be super pumped. Now, for whatever reason, a promotion is just not possible for you, well then you need to find another job where you're not gonna make more money. So the question is, do you already have a skill that can get you a higher paying job? If so, start applying for jobs. If not, it's time to learn that skill now. So for example, my brother was stuck making the same money for years, not that happy. He was doing these English classes over Skype for foreign kids, and what he did was he went to a local university, he lives in Minnesota, and he took a coding academy that quickly taught him some basic programming languages, and after that he immediately landed a much higher paying salary job. Now when it comes to long-term money, it's important to have a side hustle, something you enjoy doing and that will allow you to eventually be your own boss. So while I was working as a software engineer and then a personal trainer, I started this YouTube channel, right? And at first it wasn't making any money. I was just trying to get better and better and better at my craft. But down the line, as I built a following, then the monetization naturally happened. It could also be getting your realtor license, messing around, trying to sell a few properties, rent a few properties on the side. And look, the goal with this should not be to get rich tomorrow or next month or even next year. The goal should be, I'm gonna stay consistent with this, and then hopefully in 2 to 3 years, there's enough income from here I can quit my main job, and then boom, now I actually have freedom. Now there's also one investment strategy that you can't sleep on. It's called the Roth IRA, and the government actually lets you make tax-free money. You can put $6,000 per year in here, so if you put $500 per month, you max that out. All right, so super simple example. You invest $500 per month over the next 30 years. Let's say from the time you're 30 to the time you're 60, you get around 8% per year, which is actually a little below the historical average of the S&P 500. And ready? The $180,000 you put in turned into $680,000. $500,000 tax-free you made. Like $500 per month is all it takes to just set yourself up for when you retire. bro, workout's complete. Number 2 is our bodies. Some people swear by keto, avoid carbohydrates, right? Other people want you to intermittent fast, don't eat in the morning. Some people don't eat too close to bed, they tell you. You should do some red light therapy to boost your testosterone. Take a fat burner if you're trying to burn fat, blah, 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 blah. Like, is the point here to lose your mind, develop an eating disorder and body dysmorphia? Or is it just to get in fucking good shape so you feel more powerful and confident and you're a more attractive man? The basics in the gym that are gonna get you 80 to 95% of the results are just following a proven lifting program. If you're new to the gym, 3 days per week is gonna be enough. If you've been lifting for more than a year, 4 days per week is gonna be a good place to go. If you've been lifting for more than 2 years, a 5-day per week routine is gonna be good. And then from that point, just each week, you wanna try your best to increase the weights you're lifting for each exercise just a little bit more, just 2.5 pounds more. Some weeks is not gonna be possible, but as long as on average, month over month, you're increasing those weights a little bit, that's what's gonna give your body the reason, it's gonna give your body the stimulus it needs to build new muscle mass. And for your diet, we know protein needs to be a priority because it leads to a positive nitrogen balance, and that's gonna make your body a lot more efficient at building muscle. And from the research, we know that 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight is ideal. There's nothing that shows more than that is needed. If you're over 12% body fat, it's gonna be ideal to restrict your calories, lose some weight, get leaner, you're gonna look better, you're gonna be healthier. And if you're a scrawny ass dude like I used to be, well, guess what? You have to eat more. I know you think you're eating a lot. I used to think I was eating a lot. You're not. You need to eat enough to gain weight. You literally don't need any other information. Yeah, it's ideal to have something to hold you accountable. I'd recommend the Beastly app. It's personally what I use. It's got science-based workouts for beginners to advanced lifters, walks you through every workout step by step with video breakdowns, and makes it stupid simple to keep track of your calories every day. Now look, obviously you're gonna need some like quick go-to meals that are high protein and healthy, or otherwise you're gonna be busy, you're gonna be in a pinch, and you're just gonna eat some shit. And that's why I personally prefer using Factor meals, and because they're the sponsor of today's video, you can too. Check it out. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. Too busy to cook this spring? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too. Factor meals are ready in just 2 minutes flat, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy. They offer delicious flavor-packed options on the menu each week to fit a variety of lifestyles, from keto to calorie smart to my personal favorite, the Protein Plus meal plan. Prepared by chefs, each meal has all of the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long. Plus, it's an easy way to cut back on takeout. Not only is it cheaper than takeout, but the meals are ready faster than restaurant delivery. Just 2 minutes. For today's meal, I got chicken breast and some delicious sauce with some corn and veggies. Delicious, clean, high protein every time. And because Factor is sponsoring the video, you know they're hooking it up. If you head to factor75.com and use code HowToBeast50, you can get 50% off your first Factor box. Just go to factor75.com or click that first link in description to get started now. You will not regret it. It's a game changer. So you can go as deep as you want to into dating theory and pickup advice, and I've been quite deep. You know, you have the traditional pickup advice of showing interest, but then also showing disinterest, doing a DHV to show you're a high value man, negging her. You know, maybe you intentionally flake on the first date so she can't flake on you. Or you can get into all the different red pill ideologies, and you can get consumed by analyzing how emerging feminism has hurt the modern dating market and has hurt masculine men and blah, 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 blah. But what is the fucking point here, man? Is it to get a PhD in the male-female dynamics and how they've developed over the last 50 years? Or is it just to have some fucking female companionship in your life? All right, so what's the 20% basics to focus on here to get 80% of the gains? Well, first of all, if you're someone who's extremely nervous around attractive women, like I used to be, like the idea of approaching an attractive girl and asking her out used to seem not real to me. It just felt impossible. You need to start with some basic exposure therapy so that when you see an attractive girl, you don't shit your pants. You can actually enjoy a conversation with her. And from both my personal journey and a lot of the guys I've worked with, I think the most effective thing is to approach one girl per day. And this doesn't have to be like awkwardly expressing interest in her. Bro, it's just about going up and having a simple conversation, not even asking her out. It could be at the gym, it could be at the grocery store. It could just be, hey, do you know if there's a cool spot around here to get a good sandwich or to get a good smoothie? Or is there a cool coffee shop around here? The whole point is you're just making it a regular occurrence in your life because there's no hack that can make it feel normal for you. The only thing that can make it feel normal is to actually make it a normal part of your day. Now, the second thing is to make an optimal online dating profile, because as much as guys want to hate on it and say that it doesn't work, this is the new way for men to meet women. It's commonly accepted now. My wife, Julia, yeah, we went to the same gym, but we actually met on Bumble. And I know plenty of other healthy, amazing relationships where they met on a dating app. But before you get on the apps, what you have to do is get high quality photos of yourself. Otherwise, it's not gonna work and you're gonna feel like shit about yourself. Like if you look at some old photographs of myself, It's still me, but if you compare that to some newer photos I've taken, it looks like a completely different package that girls are going to be swiping on. Even, a recent guy who's been through our dating program, Josh, look at some of his photos when he joined the program versus what his photos looked like afterwards. He looks like a completely different man, and of course he leveled up his style a little bit. He did some looks maxing. By the way, link in description to my full looks maxing guide video that goes over how to completely change your appearance. But once you make that initial investment to get good photos, all of a sudden you've just created a gold mine where you can easily meet women on demand and easily schedule a couple dates a week if you want to.
Life's too short like an Ewok. Live it.
Now, just to be very clear, the point of this video is not to be like, bro, just take it easy, only put in 20% of the effort, don't stress yourself out, be tranquilo. The point is, if you stop getting obsessed, like searching for the perfect answer and everything, going down these red pill rabbit holes, doing red light therapy on your balls to boost your testosterone, and instead you take the time that you're already investing into these different things and invest 100% of the time into the 20% of basics that make the biggest difference, well, first of all, you're gonna have less anxiety because you're not always gonna be like, but what if I could just, do the right red light therapy and fix it out? You're also gonna get a way bigger return on the time invested. You're gonna make way more progress. And I try and bring the same philosophy to everything in my life, not just these 4 areas. Like my clothing brand Edge is up 100% year-over-year sales, which is insane. And it's because we're focusing only on the 20% basics that have the biggest impact. That's our joggers. They're our best-selling items. We're investing into more jogger inventory. We're spending more on jogger ads, and I'm way less stressed out about it. I'm investing the same time into it, but more gains, less stress. But the 4th pillar is mindset, and a huge part of this is always being able to stay laser focused on the 20% basics. But beyond that, the thing that had the biggest impact on my mindset and my confidence was confronting my past trauma. Because all of us have some shit that went down in our past that makes us feel inadequate, like we're not good enough. And it doesn't matter what we tell ourselves or what we do, we're always going to look at ourselves as a loser until we deal with this. So you have to kind of like scan through your past and identify, what is the thing I'm most ashamed about, I wouldn't want anyone else to know that happened to me. So for me, it's kind of silly saying it out loud, but I always looked at myself as an athlete, right? A basketball player. Then in high school, my coach was kind of tough on me. I lost all my confidence. I didn't perform well. I got put on the bench, and then I didn't feel worthy after that to attract girls because, like, why would they want to be with like a failed athlete? And maybe for you it's something more serious. You were abused by one of your family members, or your girlfriend broke up with you and berated you and made you feel completely worthless. The point is, once you realize it, you have to put it in perspective, like, bro, I'm really out here like 5-10 years later, not able to approach a girl because the coach put me on the bench. Like, what the fuck? It's like, bro, that is something that happens to me. That's not who I am. And the easiest way to finally let go of this thing is just to share it with somebody that you trust, a close friend or family member, because once you do that, it's like you're telling yourself, I'm not ashamed about this anymore. I'm letting this go. It's in the past. And now we're going to see a movie that I've been waiting for a very, very long time.
42 regular, wasn't it?
Yeah. And so it begins.
John Wick Chapter 4 out of 10.
I love all the fight scenes. I give it an 8 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's the perfect action movie. The martial arts, the shooting, the cinematography. You got Keanu Reeves, who's a badass. That was a 10 out of 10 movie.
It was really good.
Did he do the own stunts himself still?
I don't know, probably.
Let's see. Nope, he's got this guy, Chad Stahelski, his stunt double.
Yo, Chad.
That guy is talented. We should also look up, guess how many people did he kill in that movie? Guess.
83.
I'm gonna say,
You already saw it.
no, I didn't look it up.
Oh.
I'm gonna say 120. An estimated 140 enemies were killed. I was pretty close.
No, we wouldn't have been around for all those.
What?
Like this. Meaning, like, I feel like the movie would have been really boring if we watched him kill 140 people.
That's what it was.
I know. It was crazy.
If you made it to the end of this video, I recommend you check out this one next. It is about 6 social skills secrets that make you attractive AF. And if you're new to the channel, click down there to subscribe, as I release 2 new videos every single week, and you don't want to miss them. I'll talk to you in the next one. Stay beastly.